What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the Bougie Black Girls YouTube channel. My name is Dana, and I'm going to show you how to turn your bedroom from this into this in just one weekend for an affordable price. Okay, so it is hella messy in here right now. Well, actually, it's not that bad, but I just wanted to give the real deal of my bedroom as a before. So you can see this wall, super simple. I've got my queen size bed in here. We've got this mirror, which opens up to my closet, which I'm not going to show you guys because it is also a mess. And then if we come over to the other side of the room, we just have another wall here. So my bedroom is kind of small, but I feel like there's much more I could be doing with the space. And so I kind of want to give that a try. All right, so of course this redecoration journey is starting off with new furniture. Now the headboard I have is perfectly fine, but the wooden slat piece of the bottom of the bed frame, those just never really work out for me. So I decided to replace it with this metal one from Amazon, which was pretty affordable and is definitely a lot more sturdy. This also allows me to elevate my bed off the ground a little bit to allow for some underbed storage if and where it need be. The assembly was pretty quick, took me a little less than an hour. Here I am just getting the final little metal rods put in before I am popping my mattress back on top. And as you can see, I'm just sort of hopping on top, wiggling around a little bit, making sure everything is sturdy, and we're definitely good to go. From there, I'm moving on to assembling my nightstands. Now these are the ones I got, and I will say they're a bit shorter than I anticipated. I don't think I measured for the height of my new bed, and instead I was anticipating for the height of my old bed. And while these were very difficult to put together, they do look really good, and they kind of fit in with the bed frame as a set. It is literally 8 o'clock at night, so let's see if we can find this paint. And as you can see, there were a lot of colors to choose from. And in true black girl fashion, I love a neutral green, I love an olive green, but I wanted something a little bit more interesting. So I decided I was gonna do a double accent wall in my bedroom. We're going for this geometric pattern on both walls. So mostly triangles, really just trying to add some dimension to the space, make it look a bit more interesting, and also make the room feel a little bit bigger. And you definitely do have to play around with this. It took me longer than I care to admit to find some shapes for both walls that felt good. All right, so once the front and the back wall were both properly taped up, it's time to go in with our paint. So I did get a full gallon, and first I started off by painting the squares by hand, just kind of making sure that everything was gonna look good, that I liked the color. And eventually I did smarten up and go ahead and just pull out a paint roller, and I covered the entire wall, tape included in the paint. Really made sure that the paint was pressed down and really firm to the wall, so I had as little bleed through as possible. And then once it was about, I would say like 50 to 60% of the way dry, I went back into the room and just pulled the tape off, as you can see here. And you're already starting to kind of get the feel for what the vision is. Now, even with being as precise with the tape as possible, there is going to be some imperfections, especially if your walls are textured like mine. So I'm going in with a small paintbrush to clean up some of those edges where I can, but I kind of like the imperfections and some of the rigidness towards the triangles, and from a distance, as you can see here, it's really not that noticeable, so only do that cleanup where you feel like you have to. So now that we're done painting my walls, we're gonna move on to painting some canvases, doing our own artwork and canvas work for the bedroom, because as we all know, paintings can be very expensive. I'm taking that same color green that is on my walls and just thoroughly spreading that on the front part of 2 paint canvases. I believe these canvases are 20 by 8 or 20 by 11. They come in a pack of 2 at Michael's, and I think it was under 15 bucks for both of them. And so as you can see here, they are both thoroughly covered in that green paint. From there, I am cutting out some lettering with my Cricut. You can also just buy letters in a font that you like from a Michael's or a Joann's. And then once I get those placed in an arrangement that feels good, I'm gonna go ahead and cover the entirety of the canvas, sides included, in this gold spray paint. And so again, this is gonna go into that green and gold theme. While that dries, I'm also printing out some Black girl natural hairstyle art from Canva that I designed myself. And then I'm putting it in some 8x10 frames that I also got very cheap from Michael's and spray painted gold. And last but certainly not least, I just brought in this 5-tier bookshelf from Amazon that I had in my house already. It's got the gold accents, and I just put some books that I thought would be nice to have on display in my room on the shelves. Now we are going for the results. So it's just time to assemble everything together. So first thing we're doing is putting the headboard back up against the far wall once the paint is mostly dry. We'll get the bed frame put into place, pop the mattress back on top. I probably should have assembled the bed frame after I painted, but you know, this is the DIY life, you guys. You live and you learn. From there, we're going in with my bedding. Now, again, the bed set is something that I had already. I've been really wanting to lean into this green for a while, but now that I have the walls painted, this bed set from Amazon is just really sort of setting off the entire look and pulling everything together. So just as a reminder, here is our before, very drab, very plain, but here is our after. I'm still really amazed that I did this in one weekend, you guys. I think this room looks so much bigger. It's definitely a lot more personal. It feels a lot more cozy. I feel a lot more comfortable in the space. And while everything is not perfect, it is definitely a vast improvement. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment for what room I should DIY in my apartment next. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.